it's Sierra, and I was not planning on vlogging today, but I'm going through my normal like nap time productivity routine, and I thought this would be a good time to film. I did a nap time vlog last week and I got some positive feedback on it. Thank you guys so much for your nice comments. In that video I talked about how I wasn't really sure if I wanted to keep doing YouTube or like social media in general, and you guys were really encouraging in the comments, so thank you so much. I'm gonna keep doing them. I'm going to do your video requests, but today we're gonna do a nap time vlog. I was planning on doing this tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna do like 2 days of nap times because I do have something fun that I wanted to do, that I'm going to do, that I wanted to do with you guys in a video. But I just looked at the time and I thought there's no way the time has to be wrong, because I looked on the monitor, but no, it's right. He's already been asleep for an hour 15 minutes. I seriously like don't know where the time went. I guess I do know I was like making phone calls and scheduling appointments, and like I wasn't taking into account like the time I was on hold waiting for that to be done. So that just took up an hour and 15 minutes. So now I am eating my lunch. It looks really gross. It's actually leftover salmon and rice. I've gotten really good at making salmon on the cast iron skillet. So yesterday for my lunch, I saw I had just one salmon fillet, and so I decided to make it for lunch yesterday, but I cut it in half. So then today I just had to pop this in the, well, I put the salmon in the air fryer and then I put the rice in the microwave, and it got like a little charred, but it's pretty good. So that's what I'm having for lunch, and I'm just going through my planner right now. So I really recommend a planner like this for every stay-at-home mom, or really just any mom in general, but this is kind of how I use it. So let me go to a month that I haven't like written in yet, because I have some personal information in here. Basically, the way that we have come to the conclusion works best for our family is that I am in charge of like, honestly, basically everything. So my husband works a ton. He has his own business. It hasn't even been a year that he's gone full-time with it, but it's definitely like in the growing stages. He's just like very busy. He has employees now. He's just like all consumed with business things. So basically he is making the money and I'm spending it. And I wish I was like spending it on more fun stuff, but I'm in charge of just like making sure that our bills are getting paid. Yeah, so basically he's making the money, I'm managing it. So what I do is every month I go through and write down like on the date what things are going to be like automatically taken out of our bank account, and then like what I need to go on and pay. And then like at the beginning of the week I just kind of write down like where our like finances are at, so that I'm like keeping track of like how much is getting spent, how much we need to be like transferring, and blah blah blah. Once it like gets like paid or like comes out of our account or whatever, I like highlight it, and then I go to the next month and write down like the day that it's gonna come out. So I know this is like very old school, because I could just like do everything electronically, which most of our stuff is electronically, but I still kind of like to track things. Also because like the way that my husband like gets paid, it's not like a traditional job. So that just kind of helps us like keep track of things a little bit. So every day, not every day, but like every couple days, I kind of just like monitor our bank account. And then also on top of that, with the way that I make money, which isn't a ton, but I do make some money from social media. So I just withdrew like my money that I made from TikTok. I don't make a ton from TikTok, but I had made one TikTok shop video. It's actually about these like hard shell containers, and I don't know why that video, it is like getting really popular, and I'm actually making like a decent amount of money from like one video that I made about these clear hard shell organizers. So that's like the only video. I've made a couple of TikTok shop videos just with like stuff I already had, or if I bought something off of there and made a video about it. I'm not like a TikTok shop person that's like posting those videos every day. I know people make a ton of money doing that, but this is the only thing that has like actually made me money. I think I have 2 other videos that I've gotten like 1 or 2 sales from, but this one, like every month I'm like cashing out on it. Okay, but then the other thing that I love about this journal is it also has like a weekly outline. I'm trying to go to another page that's blank. So it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, blah blah blah. So what I have been trying to do, okay, hang on, I gotta let my dog in. Like the door is open, but she's not coming in, so hang on. Okay, I'm back. So what I try to do is leave this out on the counter, and as I think of things that I need to do throughout the day, I will like write it in here. That way I'm like not on my phone as much, because sometimes if I think like, oh, I need to make a Target pickup order or whatever, I'll like go and do that, and then half the time I like forget like what I'm even doing, or I'll get distracted and the task won't even get done and I'll end up like scrolling on Instagram or something. So now I just try to write it down here, and then like at the end of the day or the next day during nap time, I'll go through and like do the list. That is what I'm working on now. On the agenda for this afternoon when he wakes up, we're gonna run and get a Target pickup order. I had to get another storage bin to put this Easter stuff in, so if you're wondering why there's like these bunny statues behind me, it's because I ran out of space in my Easter bin, so we have to pick up another one. And then we also need to run over to the library because I have to return some books that we checked out, and then I think if we get there in time to do like the toddler story time, I'll do that with Liam, and then we'll probably walk around and pick out like a couple new books to check out. But hopefully before he wakes up, I can fold his laundry, and I need to clean my bathroom and his bathroom. Okay, a very chatty intro, but yeah, that's what I was doing, and I thought maybe that would be helpful to like share with someone. So anyway, now I'm going to finish eating my lunch, get on with those tasks I said I had to do, and then if I still have time, I will show you the fun project that we have planned, which I'm planning to do with you guys tomorrow. But I think some of the supplies arrived from Amazon, so yeah, if I have time, I'll show you all of that, but if not, see you tomorrow. All right, it is the next day, and I don't know if I'm gonna end up putting this in the video or not, but I just wanted to film this and we'll see if it ends up in here or not. Okay, well, I already started crying before I could even say it. Okay, but hopefully I just got all of my tears out so I can just like say what I want to say. But so it's officially been like 6 months of trying for baby number 2, and technically I have been tracking for like 8 months because we wanted to start when Liam turned 1, but some things just like came up. We like had missed my ovulation time. So anyway, that's what I was like calling the doctor about yesterday, because if you don't know my story, it took us a 1.5 years to get pregnant with Liam, and then I had low progesterone like throughout my pregnancy with him. And so honestly, I should have just like called the doctor a while ago, but I just kept thinking like, honestly, every month I have like felt like I was pregnant. I don't know, I just said that like once it had officially been 6 months, I would like set up an appointment, but I'm like frustrated with myself that I did wait for so long, because now it's like I can't even get into the doctor for like a couple months. But I will say one positive that has come out of this was like, okay, so when I got pregnant with Liam, I had to be like tracking my cycle like super closely, and every month that I think I'm pregnant and then I like start getting my period, me and my husband always have this like little hope that maybe it's just like implantation bleeding, because this is like very TMI. So anyway, because I did have that with when I got pregnant with Liam, because that's why it was like so shocking when I found out I was pregnant, because I had thought I had my period, but it was just like implantation like spotting. And so anyway, this sounds really stupid, but I was like talking to ChatGPT, telling it my symptoms, and I was like trying to figure out if what I had like yesterday was like implantation bleeding or like my period starting. As I was just like telling it more of my symptoms, and then like, or what my cycle has been like since I've been tracking, like I said, for like 8 months now, and then also like telling it about my low progesterone and stuff. Honestly, I'm getting more information from ChatGPT than I have ever gotten from my doctors. And like, I go to a really good doctor, like a really skilled fertility clinic, which I mean, I haven't been to the doctor, I'm not like dragging them, I'm just saying like I didn't really get this information throughout my first attempt at getting pregnant, and then even like when I was trying to figure out like my low progesterone stuff, like there was no other option besides doing these progesterone injections, which were so hard and like they hurt so bad. And actually yesterday me and Kevin were talking about how just like awful that was, and that like hopefully I won't have to do it again whenever I do get pregnant. And now that I'm like getting all this information from chat on like how to basically increase your progesterone, I'm like wondering if maybe I could like start implementing some of these things. Hopefully I could get pregnant like before I even have my doctor's appointment, appointment, and then like that would be so awesome if I didn't have to do like progesterone treatments at all. Like if I do these things, then I can like increase it naturally and then not have to do that with our next baby. But yeah, okay, I don't know if I'll put this in the video or not, but I don't think I'm in the mood to like do the little project today, especially because now I'm like all red and blotchy from crying, so I don't really feel like filming anymore. But that's what's going on. Hello, it is the next day and I'm feeling a lot better. Well, physically I'm actually feeling a lot worse, but mentally and emotionally I'm just feeling like very hopeful. I edited this video so far last night and I decided I am going to keep in the part from yesterday. Obviously you just watched it. It just feels a little weird to like film yourself crying but then also like put it on the internet, especially when I like don't really know who all watches my videos, and I'm just gonna pray that it reaches like the right person and maybe someone is like going through a similar thing, and if it even just like encourages someone to have their like progesterone levels checked, then that will be worth it. And I'm not even totally sure that that is my problem, because I didn't find out I had low progesterone until I had already gotten pregnant the last time. I mean, it did take 1.5 years, so I'm very interested to go to this upcoming appointment that I have and find out if that is the issue, because it does make sense, like I said, talking with chat about my cycles and stuff, it's seeming like that is the issue. So maybe that just should have been obvious to me, but I feel like because I got pregnant before without knowing that, I was just thinking it was just an issue I had like in pregnancy. So anyway, we will find out. I like to share things but kind of like after the fact. Like when I talked about my infertility on my channel before, I talked about it once I like already was pregnant. So anyway, this might be like a new journey we're going on together, so I probably will like share an update once I like have more answers and stuff. But anyway, I keep mentioning this project to you guys and I'm going to show you what I'm doing, but I'm not going to actually do it today, and I will explain why. But in my last video I mentioned that we are really trying to go to church every Sunday, but it's tricky to get through the whole service with our 1.5-year-old, and I don't blame him at all. It's like a really long time for him to be like sitting there quiet, just depending on how long he makes it, whether it's like 10 minutes or 45 minutes. At some point we usually end up like having to go out to like the lobby area, and I always have like a few little toys in my purse for him to play with. But this last time that we went, it wasn't like an issue or anything, but I had taken a bunch of his like little people toys and they kind of got like scattered around, because you know, when you have a lot of toys, it attracts like more kids to you, which is great because we end up like talking to other people and Liam can make some friends. But then when church was over, like I didn't want to ask for those toys back. Like I'm not going to take a toy away from a little kid, but luckily we were able to like find them all just like scattered around like on tables and on the floor and stuff. But I told my husband I need to go to like the dollar store and get a bunch of cheap toys that like I don't care if they go missing or like a kid wants to keep one or something. So that's what I did. But I thought I would show you like the toys that I'm going to use as like special toys. So I also got him a backpack, and I'm going to keep this in the car with these toys in it, and he's only going to get them like when we're at church or if we're like at a restaurant or just like somewhere where he needs some entertainment. I just want these toys to remain special things that he doesn't see every day, so that they will keep him entertained. But we are going to give this backpack a little makeover. So I got all of these little patches and I will show them to you. The reason that I'm not going to actually like iron them on today is because I ordered an Elmo patch, and that is Liam's favorite thing right now. So I definitely want to put Elmo on the backpack, and so I want to wait until the patch gets here, because since it is his favorite thing, I want to make sure it fits on there and I don't like take up all the space with these other patches. So we went to Hobby Lobby and picked some out, and I knew I wanted to put an L for Liam on the backpack. So I have heard weird that like you shouldn't put your kid's full name on a backpack, because then if they're wearing it out in public, people can see their name, and then if they're like talking to your kid will think that they know them because they could like start saying their name, which like I don't know if it's a big deal or not. We'll really only be out in public like when I'm right there with Liam, but I don't know. The idea of that does kind of make me feel a little weird. So anyway, we're just gonna do an L. Okay, so then we picked out Pooh Bear. I'm going to use this Mickey. This one I actually got on Amazon. It's a little dump truck. He absolutely loves truck. I know for sure I want to put these 3 on and the Elmo one that isn't here yet. So I'm thinking like the L will go on the top, and then all these little patches will like go on this pocket down here, and then if I have extra room I can put some more up here. And then Liam picked this one out, but we have only watched Spidey and His Amazing Friends like one time, so I got it because he picked it out, but I think I'm gonna save this for just like when he's a little bit older and actually gets into this. And then Cars and Mater, I actually don't know if I'm gonna end up putting it on there either, because I kind of want this one to be like more babyish, and then when he gets bigger and is like more into this kind of stuff, like we've watched all 3 of these movies and he likes them, but he's not like obsessed with these characters yet, so I might just like hold on to these for like a future project. But yeah, that's how we're gonna decorate it. And then as far as the toys, like I said, I just got everything from the Dollar Tree, and I got like multiples of a lot of things because like I said, the other kids come over and want to play with the things too, so I just want to have like multiples so that we don't have to like deal with fighting over toys, which I mean it's a good thing to teach your kids like how to share, but just to avoid conflicts I just got multiples. So I got 3 of these little drawing pads. I also got a bunch of Hot Wheels cars. This seems to be a very popular thing that a lot of the kids like, are these little cars. I also got some Elmo figures. Of course I didn't have Elmo, so we're gonna have to go back to get him, but we have Cookie, Abby, and Big Bird. And then I have high hopes for these. They are little magnetic activities, so I got Spidey and Paw Patrol, so you can like punch out these little characters. And then I guess, oh okay, the top has like a little picture, and then you can magnet on the little characters. So I don't know, Liam might still be like a little too young for this. Then I also got a doctor kit and a tool kit, which obviously the whole kit isn't gonna fit in the backpack, but I was just gonna like take out a couple little items and put them in the backpack. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I am gonna post like a reel or just the final result of how the backpack turns out over there. So my account name is now _ Ciara, Ciara, Noel, Noel, and I have it linked in the description of my videos too. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was really all over the place. I really appreciate you watching until the end. So I will be back very soon with another one. Bye.